When you feel stressed, take a look at the most controversial model in Ferrari history. Their first pure electric Ferrari Luce. There's no long front, no muscular wheel arches, no dramatic lines. Instead, we now see that the model as a whole is rounded. The entire upper half of its body is basically made of glass. The door is an opposite door. I actually saw a lot of pictures of it online before coming here, and also some comments from netizens, so I come with a question. That is, will the evaluation, after reading the picture, be different from seeing the real car? Let's talk about the headlights first, because I see a lot of people's question about this headlight is why it becomes squinting when it comes to new energy. But in fact, this model still has some special lights. You can see the whole hatch is hollowed out, and the headlights are suspended above this hatch. If the lights are not on, we basically can't see the lights. Besides, there's this hatch. If you view it from this angle, you'll find it looks a bit like the rear spoiler of a car. And because of that battery issue, it's not quite as low down as you see on the gas. But you can see from this position that it is also trying to get as low as possible. In fact, when I see this model, its roundness is indeed more delicate than imagined. It goes all the way up from the black area to the glass of this body. And then combine that with aerodynamic design. This model is indeed the car with the lowest drag coefficient in Ferrari history. The wheel arches of the muscles were removed for the entire line. But this model still uses the wide shoulders to create a sense of power. And as you all know, it's still relatively heavy because of the battery pack, reaching 2.3 tons. Then this model also uses the front 23 and rear 24 wheels. The calipers are exposed, which looks quite passionate. And what you see online is usually the blue one. The Luce we see now is black and red contrasting colors. No matter what you think of its exterior design, but the Ferrari red is definitely recognizable. When you come into the car, you can really feel some of the same atmosphere as Apple. The exterior and interior of this car were indeed designed by former Apple designers at the Love From studio. We can see that the whole style is a combination of technology and mechanical aesthetics. The instrument cluster in front of it looks like a mechanical watch, but in fact it is an OLED screen provided by Samsung. The steering wheel is made of metal. There are also some designs made of glass. The multifunction screen in the middle can be moved. It has a bit of an anti-renewable design in terms of size. It doesn't pursue a large screen. And there is a very special design in the upper right corner. The hands in this watch are real. In this position, Ferrari also designed a magnetic attraction position for the car keys. The surface of the screen can emit light. My favorite little design of the whole interior is its door handle. This door handle is probably the most special and comfortable I've ever seen. You can see a console in front of the second row. Hidden here is Luce's romantic obsession with mechanical aesthetics. We all know that a lot of electric vehicles will do some simulated sound waves. But on this model, the sound waves are not analog, but the real sound after processing. There are hidden sensors in this console. When our vehicles are at work, the sound of these machines inside is captured and amplified for processing, sent through parts of the body, or we turn on performance mode. The sound will also be transmitted into the car, giving us a more intense driving experience. So why is the Apple style on the Ferrari and people don't recognize it? It's not that this style is not good looking. It's the brand image, the narrative, not the same as Ferrari. Everyone's previous impression of Apple was restrained. It requires everyone to focus on creating with Apple's design. But the spirit of the Ferrari brand is external. It's passionate. So relatively speaking, people might want to see a more flamboyant Ferrari. So the next question is, why didn't Ferrari give the Luce an exaggerated look? It's not difficult for Ferrari to put so many classic elements on it. The answer is still in the logo. It is still a Ferrari. It still has an extreme pursuit of performance. After electrification, this shape allows it 0-100 to reach 2.5 seconds. The range of the whole car can also reach 600 kilometers. The wind resistance coefficient of the whole car is very low. And also because of his designer. Love From's design credo is honesty. Material does not pretend to be another material. A function doesn't pretend to be another function. So after watching the Ferrari Luce, I already have my own feelings about it. I'm sure there will be a lot of different voices below this video today, because everyone's definition of Ferrari is different. But there's one thing I'd like to share with you. In 1984, Ferrari introduced a model called the Testarossa. At that time, people's definition of that car was also the ugliest car in the history of Ferrari. Some even mocked its airway. Says the airway on the side is like a wire burner. But today this model remains the most influential classic in Ferrari's history. So what is the final status of this Ferrari Luce? Let's wait and see.